If you're thinking of selling your property or you're currently on the market, we've got some crucial questions that you need to know when you're thinking of accepting an offer. If you're currently in a position where you're on the market and you are deciding between multiple offers, something that's pretty common in the current market, there's some really key information that you need to know to make sure that you're really accepting the best offer. Because sometimes the highest price isn't necessarily the best offer for you or for your property. So there's a couple of questions that really you should be asking your agent to know what is the best offer and which offer to accept if you've got more than one. So the first one, the obvious one, is obviously what is the offer? How much is that offer? That's kind of the key one, but there's more in-depth kind of questions to go off the back of that. So financial qualification. So what does that mean? If they're buying with cash, that means that your agent should be seeing proof of cash from that buyer. So that would be a bank statement or some other form of proof that they've got the cash able to proceed. If they're purchasing with a mortgage, then an agreement in principle from their mortgage lender or broker to basically verify that they've got the lending in place to be able to be in a position to make forward an offer. The other kind of critical questions to know to help you make an informed decision is what time frame are they looking in? You might be thinking of moving in 3-4 months time, but the buyer wants to be in 5-6 weeks. So are you aligned in terms of time frames? You don't want to be getting 6 weeks down the line to suddenly find you're under pressure from your buyer to move in the next week, and it's not really suitable for you because of circumstances that actually fit in with your life. So finding out the time frame is really, really important. Are there any conditions with the offer? So are they stipulating certain conditions with their offer, or is it completely unconditional? So you need to kind of be just aware of what conditions they may be put in place. Any fixtures and fittings are included or not included in the sale, something that you can be very clear of with the agent at the start of the process. And then have they got their solicitor in place? Somebody who's very motivated generally tends to get their solicitors in place quite quickly. If they take a week or 2 weeks to kind of provide that information or any of the other information above, tends to be a sign that they're not motivated or they're not committed to your property, and they may be looking at other properties or offering on multiple other properties. So they're the kind of key questions that really you should be finding out. What the agent will also do for you is verify their ID. And there's lots of information that the agent will kind of gather. So the quicker you get that information or your agent gathers that information from the buyer, generally there's a good sign there that buyer is motivated and willing to kind of proceed forward with it. We've got a little story to tell you about one of our sellers who has recently accepted an offer on a property, how he almost missed out on £5,000 because he didn't ask the right kind of questions when he was previously on the market with another agency. So have a look, read through the story that we'll attach on the link below. And if we can help you, give us a call, 01283 537 120.